In the world of money, wealth isn't just about how much you earn. It's about how much power your name carries. Donald Trump didn't simply build businesses. He built a brand so powerful that it turned real estate into influence, influence into political power, and power back into money. From luxury assets to global headlines, Trump's journey is a masterclass in how money, image, and authority collide. Donald Trump, brand before man. Before Donald Trump became a politician, before he became a billionaire headline, he became a brand. Trump understood something most businessmen learn too late. People don't just buy products, they buy perception. In the 1970s and 80s, Trump wasn't the richest real estate developer in New York, but he was the loudest, most visible, and most talked about. He put his name in gold letters on buildings, casinos, hotels, not just to show ownership, but to create status. The name Trump became a symbol of luxury, power, and success, whether the project was truly profitable or not. This branding allowed him to charge premium prices, attract investors, and secure massive loans using reputation as leverage. Over time, Trump shifted from owning assets to licensing his name. Condos, hotels, golf courses, even everyday products, all carrying the Trump name, generated income without heavy capital investment. That's when Trump stopped being just a businessman and became an intellectual property. Then came media. The Apprentice didn't just pay Trump, it rebuilt his image after financial setbacks. Millions of viewers associated him with authority, leadership, and wealth. His public persona became more valuable than many physical assets he owned. This is why Donald Trump could survive bankruptcies, controversies, and criticism, because brands can be reset. But failed businesses often can't. In Trump's world, the man serves the brand. The brand attracts money, and money protects the brand. That's why, for Donald Trump, the brand always came before the man. Power, money, and influence. When it comes to wealth, money alone is just the beginning. True power comes when money starts influencing decisions, shaping perceptions, and opening doors that no cash alone can unlock. Donald Trump is a masterclass in this principle. He didn't just focus on earning money, he focused on using money to gain power, and then leveraging that power to generate even more wealth. From real estate deals to global branding, Trump turned his financial resources into influence over markets, media, and people. Every skyscraper, every hotel, every product with his name was more than just an asset. It was a statement of authority and dominance. This influence wasn't limited to business. By cultivating a public persona of wealth, confidence, and leadership, Trump became a magnet for opportunities. Investors, media, and politicians all responded to his brand, giving him access to deals and power that few could match. Even during his presidency, this strategy continued. The Trump name commanded attention, shaped narratives, and affected markets. Power, money, and influence were no longer separate. They became a cyclical engine, feeding into each other. In short, for Donald Trump, money creates opportunity. Power multiplies money. Influence protects and expands both. This triad is what turned a real estate heir into a global icon. Donald Trump's wealth isn't just about buildings. It's about a diverse empire built on multiple streams of income, all connected by one powerful tool, the Trump brand. Real estate. This is where it all started. Trump took his father's real estate business and transformed it into a global empire. From Manhattan skyscrapers like Trump Tower to luxury hotels in Chicago and Las Vegas casinos, Trump made his name synonymous with luxury and high-stakes deals. Even when some ventures failed, like certain casinos, the publicity often fueled his brand, proving that perception sometimes matters more than profit. Real estate was the foundation, but it wasn't the whole story. Branding and licensing. Trump realized early that his name itself was an asset. Even without owning properties outright, licensing the Trump name to buildings, products, and developments allowed him to earn massive income with minimal investment. From condos to residential projects worldwide, the Trump logo became a symbol of status and exclusivity. Licensing deals often earned tens of millions per year, making branding a crucial part of his wealth strategy. Media, TV, and royalties. Donald Trump wasn't just a businessman. He became a media personality. Shows like The Apprentice didn't just make him famous. They reinflated his brand after financial setbacks. Books, interviews, speaking engagements, and royalties all added layers to his empire. The combination of media presence and personal branding turned Trump into a magnet for attention, deals, and influence, proving that in today's world, money follows visibility. In short, Trump's empire isn't just about assets. It's about leveraging every opportunity to multiply wealth, from real estate to branding, to media, all reinforcing each other in a self-perpetuating cycle of money and influence. Donald Trump's journey to immense wealth wasn't overnight. It was a calculated combination of inheritance, risk-taking, and branding mastery. Family Wealth Foundation. Donald Trump was born into money. His father, Fred Trump, was already a successful real estate developer in New York. This financial foundation gave Donald both capital and knowledge, allowing him to start with opportunities most people could only dream of. But Trump didn't just rely on inheritance. He used it as a springboard to build his own empire, expanding beyond Queens into Manhattan's most expensive real estate. Risk, leverage, and deals. Trump's wealth is tied to his ability to take calculated risks. He used leverage, borrowing massive sums against properties, to acquire large, high-profile assets. Deals like the construction of Trump Tower in the 1980s or his Atlantic City casinos were high stakes, sometimes bordering on financial danger. But even failures often turned into opportunities because his name and media presence protected and amplified his investments. Perhaps Trump's biggest wealth strategy wasn't property, it was branding. By turning his name into a symbol of luxury and success, he generated millions without traditional ownership. From licensing his name on condos worldwide to TV shows, books, and speaking fees, the Trump brand became a self-reinforcing money machine. The more visibility he had, the more deals came his way. The more deals he made, the stronger the brand became. In short, Trump became rich through a combination of inherited opportunity, the launchpad, risk-taking and leverage, multiplying wealth, strategic branding, turning his name itself into an income-generating asset. Money followed the brand, and the brand protected the money. A cycle that made Trump one of the wealthiest and most famous businessmen in the world. Donald Trump's wealth isn't just measured in dollars, it's on display. In his luxury assets, from cars to mansions, every possession tells a story of power, status, and influence. Luxury car collection. Trump owns an impressive collection of high-end cars, including Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Mercedes, and classic American muscle cars. These vehicles aren't just for show. They are financial symbols, rare, collectible, and in some cases, appreciating assets. Each car carries the Trump signature of luxury, and owning them reinforces the image of wealth that's both visible and aspirational. Private jets and properties. Trump's lifestyle extends to private jets, helicopters, and an array of multi-million-dollar properties. Trump Tower in Manhattan, Mar-a-Lago in Florida, and Seven Springs in New York are more than homes. They are status symbols and investment vehicles. Many of his properties are high-profile, generating income through events, rentals, or branding opportunities. His real estate portfolio combines luxury with revenue potential, a hallmark of how he turns lifestyle into financial leverage. High-end lifestyle spending. Trump's spending is bold but strategic. Luxury vacations, exclusive clubs, and high-profile events aren't just indulgence. They are networking opportunities, reinforcing influence and opening doors to business deals. Every appearance, every property, every possession is part of a carefully curated brand image, signaling wealth, confidence, and authority. Trump's luxury assets are not only symbols of wealth, but also tools of influence. Cars, jets, and mansions demonstrate financial success, while simultaneously supporting the Trump brand, making his lifestyle both aspirational and profitable. Donald Trump's rise to the presidency didn't just make headlines, it altered the dynamics of his wealth, influence, and brand. How presidency affected his wealth. Becoming the 45th President of the United States had a direct and indirect impact on Trump's finances. While some of his businesses faced scrutiny or revenue challenges due to political exposure, his global name recognition skyrocketed. Presidency made the Trump brand more visible than ever, which in turn boosted licensing deals, media opportunities, and speaking fees, even while he stepped back from direct management of some properties. Business controversies and influence. Trump's time in office brought both political controversy and business scrutiny. Certain foreign deals, hotel revenues, and potential conflicts of interest were widely reported. Yet these controversies often fed into public attention, increasing demand for Trump-branded products and properties. Even criticism became a tool. Visibility equates to influence, and influence can translate into money in the right context. Trump leveraged his position to shape policies, negotiate deals, and maintain his high-profile status, keeping his brand relevant globally. Brand value during presidency. Trump's presidency transformed the Trump name from a business brand into a global political brand. Every headline mentioning his name reinforced authority, recognition, and aspirational status. From books to interviews, media features, and post-presidency ventures, The Trump brand remains strong and monetizable, proving that in his world, power and wealth feed each other. In short, Trump's presidency wasn't just politics, it was a strategic extension of his wealth-building engine. Money, power, and influence intertwined, turning the highest office in the world into a tool for brand visibility, leverage, and financial opportunity. 7. Closing. Wealth, controversy, and legacy. Donald Trump's life is a story of wealth, controversy, and unmatched brand building. From a young real estate heir to a billionaire businessman, and then to the President of the United States, Trump's journey shows how money, influence, and power can intertwine. Some call him a smart businessman, a risk-taker who turned challenges into opportunities. His ability to leverage family wealth, take bold deals, and create a global brand is undeniably impressive. Others see him as a master marketer, someone who understood that perception can sometimes be more powerful than reality. Critics point out that not all of his ventures succeeded, yet the Trump name remains strong, aspirational, and profitable. Reviewers take. Forbes notes that Trump's net worth fluctuates but emphasizes that his brand value often exceeds actual assets, proving that he monetizes perception as much as properties. Business Insider highlights his strategic licensing deals and media ventures, saying few businessmen have turned a personal name into a self-sustaining money machine. Financial Times observes that even failed ventures contributed to his public profile, showing that visibility and influence can be as valuable as profit. In the end, Donald Trump's legacy is complex. He is both a billionaire businessman and a global brand icon, a man whose controversies, risks, and successes all fuel the same engine, his image of wealth and power. Whether you admire him or criticize him, one thing is clear: Trump knows how to make money work for influence, and influence work for money. A lesson for anyone in the world of wealth and business.